Yeah, my people, another day. Now, this is my second video about waiting they happen between VDM, Whiskey, OBO, and Burna Boy. Because a lot of people don't come out now, they give their opinion. Some they happy, some they rejoice, say OBO unfollow VDM. First of all, I'm not saying that is okay. And I would say if waiting VDM talk, you offend OBO to the extent of unfollowing VDM, then OBO just check himself, right? You know what? Because I just find out say the best way to pay people back now on this social media is when somebody talk with you, like at a point, the next way you go do not to go and unfollow. That is childish. On a serious note, that is just childish. You can be angry with somebody without unfollowing the person. I'm not saying that you unfollowing that person, it costs anything in the lives of that person. It don't really matter. You know what I mean? So for OBO not to, I don't know how true it is, so I know they check all those things. I know nothing concerns me. But if it is true that he unfollows VDM, then for me, I don't go to say it affect my respect for OBO. No. But that is childish. That is the only way I can explain it. Yes. That is one. Then two, I see a lot of people, they compare, people they talk now, say, you don't know what OBO don't do for back for people. You don't know what Whiskey don't do for back for people. You don't know what Burna Boy don't do for back for people. To the extent that some gullible ones, when they even balance upstairs, they compare waiting VDM talk now to waiting Burna Boy do for Cubana Chief Prince brother when he give her that money that time. That sense they inside this comparison. I don't understand how people would sit down and compare those two areas. How it make sense? First of all, the money, or if I can even speak of Cubana Chief Prince brother or cousin or whatever he is to Cubana Chief Prince, that one na entitlement. How I want everything put out? Is it? Would I say it? Nigeria, where would they go, safe? How can you compare that now? Somebody where if he say in they entitled to something from his cousin or uncle or brother or whatever, and the person they feel say this same brother na where they feel entitled to get this thing from him, he no go fit do that thing for him, or he know that he not even see him as being in that position. Say that guy they do music now the kind of music where Cubana Chief Prince won't sponsor or he want man, if now they compare this, when they compare it, this way it makes sense now to other people. Now that they compare that one as say Burna Boy, he give that boy. Burna Boy gave ordinarily. Burna Boy will not give that boy money. Burna Boy gave that boy money just because he won't show off. That's all. That no be help. That no be help. If you are seeing that as help, then you go and check yourself. Ordinarily, so Burna Boy no get brothers, you no get cousins, you no get friends where you need that money when you take help them. Now the boy when you hear say now Cubana Chief Prince cousin be this, when they look for Cubana Chief Prince help since this and that, then from nowhere Burna Boy just call the boy, give him that money, and now they look at us. That no be help. And that na part of the things where VDM they talk about. That is waste. That for me, as even when that money help that guy, and they look that as a waste. Because that money no come out of Burna Boy's mind to really use to take help that boy. He used that money just to feel in there, he get the money to waste, he get the money to spend, he get a level. It's just a show Cubana Chief Prince left the level when they saying 30K or thereabout or whatever money when he give that guy, no be anything to run. Then I just power toss to be that, no be help be that. And then they count down as help. And now they compare what VDM they talk now. The same thing where now this kind of thing and VDM they talk about. Empower people in your community. Build something where you go create employment. I'm not saying personal help is not okay. You can give personal, somebody can cry to you for help. Maybe my rent is expired, I don't get to pay. Or hospital bill, the person don't get to pay. Or this and that. You can do that, but that does not stop you from empowering, a group of people or community. That is what VDM is talking about. He has not talked down on this people say they never help people. That. Then two, these cars, fleet of cars where these people they buy, of what help is it to the people where they buy that car? That's not pure waste of money. Like I said in my other video, you go and buy a car of 1.3 something billion, car where you don't even drive reach 2 or 3 or 5 times in a year. How many times Burna Boy they did Nigeria to drive that car? How many times OBO they did in Nigeria to drive the cars where they buy? This year alone now, how many cars they don't buy? How many cars they won't drive? Compare this set of people. Compare this set of people now to people, their mates in abroad. How many cars those were there abroad? Where they the same celebrity status with them? How many cars did they buy in a year? How can they talk with sense now? Say you know live video, not me say if you talk something now, the next way you go do, you don't go even check the pros and cons back and forth. So for you just come and go and begin talk, say because now video not talk, you don't talk well, you don't talk rubbish, you don't mistalk, you don't wait till they worry all of now. All this is why video mentioned down now. Where ain't they go wrong? You may say, okay, maybe the way they talk them. Okay, we can understand that, and this no be new thing. All of us don't see say that the way video they talk. It's just like me when I talk now. People will say, oh boy, they talk, they shout. That is how I talk. I know a bit whisper. Some people they will say, this is why they talk, why they raise my voice now. They feel whisper, you go hear and well. But if me I bring my voice down low, the way those who they talk that thing, you may not even hear me. And besides that, I will not be satisfied explaining myself better if I do not raise my voice. So everybody is different. Everybody is different. Why not they make them look like say VDM don't talk something where don't kill one small pikin? And like I said, if OBO go take him to the level where he take him now, say because of waiting VDM talk, you unfollow him, man, on a closeness, on a partnership, except if now on the surface we they see. But if you take him, say this man are your man. Anything when he talk now, now I see him as a call to duty. You know, I notice they don't insult you like that. I feel come and talk about my own very close friend. Oh boy, wait, why you go talk that kind of thing now? If you know, we'll squash am behind closed doors. It don't really matter, but I don't make my point. And that point when I make, it go help some other people. Some billionaires in Nigeria, they website. If you see the way that they waste money, especially when they come out from Nigeria, come this other side of the world. If you see the way they work here, they make our 5,000, how many thousand dollars in a month. Where would they try? They see I will take them. The way that they spend that $5,000-$10,000 within a short period of time, if they be like this people, they pick money for street. And if you go near this people, they live. There are so many people where they around the web say even breakfast they never chop. I'm not saying you should be going from house to house, be knocking and say you don't chop or call the give them food. I'm not saying that. But there are ways that you can impact lives. It is there. It is your money. Nobody will tell you how to spend your money. Nobody is telling you that. Now you work your money. Now you know how to get your money. But what VDM is trying to do is like, talk to people to empower people. Talk to people to empower people, just like he's been doing the small way they get, the small ways when they empower people. Even some people come and say, somewhere VDM don't empower, whether they get job. If VDM tell you, say you go do tailor, you gonna learn how to do tailor work. If you buy one machine, take start. Some people where they don't get big now, have small they start. So because of one thing, and I begin to look down on waiting VDM don't do for the lives of people. But when I check on ourselves, well, OBO, no take them like that. You never reach like that. Yes.